Hey guys, it's CL, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I make brand new Critical Role recaps every Monday at noon, and would be happy to have you join the party. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the Bertrand bell to be notified of future videos. Now, without further ado, let's discuss the 26th episode of Campaign 3 of Critical Role. Our episode begins with a very sweet conversation between Dusk and Fearne as they get to know each other over a night's watch. And the red-adorned elf lights a fire within our druid to live life to the fullest. That's it. That it's short. And she should do whatever the hell she wants. Rules? Don't know her. Restraint? Who's that? It's very interesting to know that there was even more chaos lurking within the bowels of her psyche that hopefully will unleash some disastrous and hilarious problems for Belle's Hells. Before Dusk falls asleep, she gets a message from the Sorrow Lord of the Unseelie Court, and the young, naive nature we've known of Dusk falters, pulling a Ford and unveiling a secret British accent to discuss a plan to deal with the Callaways. After she drifts off to sleep, another stirs as Imogen is once again visited by the Red Storm. Except this time, she's in the middle of it, and the line of figures appears once more. At the center, a feminine form in armor with short gray hair, eyes like a bird of prey, interested in what the violet head's doing there. She then lunges at her, causing the witch to wake up and stare out into the night sky, ruidous brightly burning red instead of its dull rusted color, before dying back down. A pool, a yearning towards it, fading as well. The following morning, Belle's Hells awaken and head out for the day before being stopped by the members of the Paragon's call. Suspicious of their positioning the day before outside the Seat of Disdain. Seat of Disdain, it gets me every time. Imogen sadly fails a clever ploy to use the quokka that Fearne had transformed into the day before, claiming she was trying to help it. After being saw through, Ashton comes quote-unquote clean that they were there to have a conversation with Ratanish after their fight in Drusar. However, they're still warned to leave within 24 hours, or else they would beat the real answer out of our heroes. With the time limit set in motion, we split the party to visit everyone's mysterious backstories. Before leaving, Laudna threatens Ashton, asking them to protect Imogen, which they agree to, though it seems everyone heard it. Gosh, guys, when will this fight end? There seems to be a glimmer of hope, though, because as they were leaving, Imogen sends a message to Laudna that she had had another dream, and they discuss it later. Ashton leads Imogen and Chetney to the Palace of the All Minds Burn, a moldy and kind of gross hangout of Ashton's acquaintance Justy Pross, a red Isfura, featuring a handful of glazed-over individuals who all turn towards them in a freaky unison. Justy can potentially help them in their escapade with helping cover up the capturing of Treshy, and during the conversation, Imogen dares to peek into the bird folk's mind. At the surface, everything seems like it's submerged in water, so she digs deeper, only to live in the horror of a hive mind. Dozens of voices and static echoing into her brain as her nose trinkles blood. I am so curious as to what this means. It doesn't seem that Ashton has any true connection to them outside of Justy, so how did he get their name? Meanwhile, FCG takes Fearne and Dusk to visit Esmer, a smith of sorts who handles all things that go boom, hoping she may be able to help as a sanctuary or a way out of town should they catch Treshy. FCG is surprised to find Esmer a little on edge at the robot's appearance. Fresh Cut Grass breaks the news that they're in a new group and tries to explain that their creator, Dancer's death, only to learn that Dancer's still alive. She's been seen in the past month. The only thing missing, her arm. After purchasing a lot of Boom Boom sticks, FCG and the Feywild twins decide to check out the Inns, an outskirt where some of the shadier deals go on, and Dancer may be there. Orem and Laudna dress up as mother and child and do a stakeout of the Seat of Disdain. So dumb. As the rest of the party checks out the ends, only joining up at the infamous Imahara Joe's after spotting Treshy on a smoke break. Imahara Joe is a tinkerer in his early 40s and was sort of a rival of Dancer. After selling them on the enticement and danger of the Death Wish run, and Bell's Hell spend 1,000 gold on a car, Fearne asks whether or not Joe knows her parents. He thought she looked familiar. He does. In fact, they've been customers of his for years, and that they've been buying supplies regularly, and those supplies are potentially very similarly colored and acting magical batteries to those that they found in the lab of the Nightmare King. Before they fall too far down the rabbit hole, however, FCG has a revelation as well. Joe reveals that he almost bought FCG, that Dancer didn't make fresh cut grass. They were sold off of a caravan, and that they're an Aormaton, and must have come to consciousness at some point with the other rumored Aormatons through East Haldore, Wildmount, and even Singorn in the past 5 years. Dealing with the trauma that they had been lied to about their creation, the episode ends with a lot of questions posed. So, was FCG one of the automatons awakened after the Mighty Nine fought in the ruins of Aor? Or were they simply somewhere else and they were scavenged in another part of the fallen city? How is Dancer alive? Both FCG and Ashton saw the bodies of their sentient beings friends. So was she cloned? Or did she maybe survive after being rescued by someone? Also, I just love the fact that the automatons of Aor rose up and fought for their place in society as living beings. I hope Letters never questions their place again. I'm curious to know more about Ashton. They literally are the question posed, what the fuck is up with that? There are so many things that Taliesin likes to keep close to the vest, and I want to know more. Like, I want to hear about his time in the Greymore orphanage where they got their surname. What did you think of the Dusk reveal? I love the whole secret agent thing, and it's cool to have a secret from the other players. How do you think the players stay unspoiled from stuff like this, should it not be revealed by the time the episode comes out and all of Twitter is talking about it? Is the Seelie Court maybe evil? I mean, the Nightmare King recognized Fearne's scent and had respect for the Calloways. They find his batteries at Imahara Joe's, a place where her parents often frequent for replenishment. Also, are those cards actually from her parents? Matt said that they were in one handwriting. What if her parents abandoned her to work on projects and actually it was her grandmother that was kindly writing these letters to Fearne so that she could still look upon her parents fondly? It would maybe explain why her postcard of Aor is still a floating city. Time is a weird soup, so maybe Grandmother Mori remembers the Aor in the sky and isn't used to the now ruined remains in Asilra. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What's the connection from the Calloways to the Nightmare King to Treshy? I just can't figure it out. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my album Scorpio, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Good day, my friends.
You have 10 missed messages. First message.